Hello, Sid here from Road and Load. Today in this video we're going to be discussing about driving a lorry on the public roads and also road safety. To do that, right next to me we have Andy. So Andy, explain to me what it's like being a lorry driver out here on the public road. So far on a dual carriageway, explain to me, do you find it easy, do you find it hard in terms of this sort of bit?
This is like, motorway driving is probably the easiest part of it. Of course, it's just a straight road. You haven't got to worry about too much. Of course, you have to be aware of cars coming onto the carriageway and vehicles slowing down in front of you and overtaking you as well. Yeah, it's pretty straightforward driving on these. It just gets a little bit more difficult, of course, when you get into the busier towns and cities like London, for example.
What's it like in London then?
It can be interesting at times, of course, especially when you're going straight into the centre of London, and you may be towing a trailer as well, which makes it a little bit more interesting. But you just have to take your time and just be more aware of course, cyclists and motorbikes and small cars as well, because of course they can creep up the side of you and disappear into your blind zone. But as long as you keep yourself aware and constantly check your blind spots and all your mirrors the best you can, then you should be fine.
Fair enough. And what about what it's like at depots? How is it in depots?
Yeah, so some of the delivery points you go to, of course, some of them are lovely and wide and open and you can get in and out nice and easily, but some of the places only have like little loading bays literally at the side of the road, so you just pull over and then just have to put your hazard lights on and then just sometimes get unloaded at the side of the road. So of course that is a little bit more challenging, but once again you just have to take your time and just appreciate other road users and just try your best to keep yourself safe and others as well.
So in terms of blind spots, have you got anything else to look over as well too?
Of course, you've got all your mirrors all around the vehicle, so you have the normal side mirrors that a car does, including an extra mirror at the bottom. Then you have a mirror at the front of the truck as well to look down exactly over the front of the cab, and you have a mirror down on your passenger door as well that looks down the side of the door. So most of your blind spots are covered, and this truck is fitted with a camera on the rear as well, so I can activate that to see directly out the back. So when I'm reversing, I can see a lot better out the rear of the vehicle, which massively helps, especially when manoeuvring in tight areas, so you can see everything around you.
So in terms of motorway driving, it's fairly straightforward and easy. Obviously stopping distance is a bit different to a car because you're in a much heavier vehicle. Town driving, i.e. London, busier cities, can be challenging because of, it's unpredictable, isn't it?
Exactly, yeah. Sort of like traffic is a lot heavier in towns and cities, of course, so it is, you have to just be more aware of traffic appearing, and you're most likely going to be sitting in a bit of traffic, but you can't avoid it, so you just have to try and be as courteous to other road vehicles and just try and stay out of trouble.
And what advice would you give to someone that's starting out on their first job or second job and they have to go into cities? What would you give them in terms of tips?
I'd just say just try and stay as calm as possible and just take your time. Like there's no need rushing, because as soon as you start to rush, you're just going to get yourself into potentially put yourself into a situation that you don't want to be in. So you just take your time and just make sure you're aware of everything going on around you. Keep on checking your mirrors. Even if you feel like you're maybe going slower than the rest of the traffic, it doesn't matter. At the end of the day, you're responsible for a much larger vehicle and you don't want to be damaging anything or injuring anybody. So as long as you just take time and take care, that's the main thing you could do, really.
Well, that's really good advice. Thank you very much, Andy, and thank you very much for watching. If you like this sort of content, then please subscribe. Please hit the like button as well too. If you've got any other questions you need to know, then leave a comment in the comments box down below. Thanks for watching.